Okay, well, as an outcome, I also bought some other Kamen Rider stuff. First, take a look at the Kamen Rider Fourze soft figurines. These will cost like $20 each. And two of these, Meteor and combo thing. It's the box on the front. This is Kamen series. This is number 2 in the series. It's O's in that form. Here's exercise and look at the figure on the side. On the back you got some information and some other Kamen Riders from this collection. You got the Tamashi combo, Lost Ark, and another one I can't see because there's a Chinese warning sticker stuck on top, and so there's a Chinese warning ingredient sticker stuck on here as well. Of course, inside you get the generic sweet. On top you got his head from the show, not the figure, and on the bottom you got best before date. That's stamped on, not print on. Seems like a little dead. It says Meteor, again, his face on the top, figure on the front, and then on the side of the box you got the actual size of him. Oh, and inside is the master code again. On the back got information of him and all the other figures. You got Super Tattoo Bar, Double Rocket, Fire State and Magnet State of Fourze. Again, there's Hong Kong sticker stuck on it, all the regulations and all that. So put these aside, look at the figures. Here's the O's figure for comparison. I'll just get a Ganbaride card. Size. His model looks okay. The head is right for me to cut off and make Lego figures. There's no paint on, or barely any paint, but orange on the back. So it's mostly the mold. The front chest plate logo thing. There's just a flat piece of paint on it, so there's no molding on that. And the metal driver is just a single color. It is a hollow figure, so it's squidgy, and you can bend him because he's hollow. You can't turn the head, you can turn the torso and the arms. So he looks okay, he serves his purpose. And nothing but on the features, some copyright stuff. Meteor's the same, although there's less paint on him. He does have a few glitter on his body, just like in the show. No paint on the back again. Again, the head size is good for me to make Lego figures out of. So yeah, these look okay. They're like $20 in Hong Kong, so that's like £1.50 or $3 US. So let's move on to, this is the two of the other figures. Here's some of the candy toy figures. They're like cheap versions of Figure Arts, I guess. Here's two of them. Here's the Double Rocket State of Fourze and his Twitch box. Yeah, so on the front you got a picture of him, on top there's another picture of him. These are all pictures of the toy itself. There's a face of Kamen Rider Fourze in the show. On the right, you got the Magnet State, Meteor, and the Meteor bike. On the back, it tells you what's inside the box and advertises other items as well. Some ingredients and stuff. On the bottom, there's the best before date for the candy, and inside, as usual, there's some phone code and a number of the box. Basic assembly is also printed inside the box, which is quite silly. Both of these do come with sticker sheets, but I will not use it because I just don't see the point. You just there are no logos on them, so you can just easily paint these if you really want to. Let's look at the accessories packs first. First you have this thing attached to the leg. And because all of these Fourze figure legs have the different shapes on them, these accessories were only attached to the right leg because it's a little mold X on the back. I've forgotten what this switch is, but anyway. There's the scoop one, that one pegs in the leg. We got the pogo stick one. That one also pegs in the leg. The leg itself does have a joint there, like it's a real leg, but can't move because, you know, it's too tight anyway. These things are mostly painted on one side, so you know, just a single color, apart from extra silver as well. You got the shield switch for the arm. It looks okay. The moldings, all of these moldings are fine. It's just the colouring. Like his hand is, there's a hand inside, and picks in the arm, and the hand does move and can hold things. There's the what the other one is, but again, it's only picks up inside, and the plastic is hollowed out to save money on plastic, obviously. There's the leg wheel thing. That's the biggest one of it. Doesn't roll too well on shiny surface. Again, there's actually a foot in there, but it can't move because of the way this piece is made. Can't move pull that back. Mine again, just paint on one side. You have the drill blade. Let's go that way. I think it goes that way. Yeah. The drill piece itself on a board joint, and like foot's on a board joint, so these all move quite nicely. Again, the stickers are fine to stick down, but if you don't want to buy a figure out and you just want to get the cheap one, you know, get some paint and paint it, and it will look really good after the paint. It's fine. Oh, and of course, also comes with a stand, which I've picked into the double rocket Fourze. Let's zoom back a little bit. Getting that book of double rocket Fourze. Again, there's a joke how he's going to do any switch because he's got no hands now. If you get any of the candy toys Fourze, then you know all the switch things will peg in together. Of course, these things are really expensive on eBay, but you can find them in the shops in Asia. Can he stand his own? Yes, he can. Board joint on the feet, and you can change his leg a bit because you have all the switches. Board joint on the which is right under the belt. The belt itself is single colour. It's not coloured at all. So you're going to paint that to the switch of show the sire. You can turn the torso up to a certain point, but it pegs up because of the way it's made. So you can't do unrealistic turns. Head's on the board joint, which would fit on Lego figures, which is why I kind of got this. So it's cheap. Again, pegs on the hands, fully rotatable. The arms are on what do you call them, like a, well, we got odd movements. The plastic itself looks, well, plasticky. That's not expensive plastic, it doesn't have that expensive look, but the silver blue and silver on the chest paints it really well. Like I say, the moulding is absolutely fine. It's got nothing on it, it's just hollow. But you know, if you want to paint these, it will look really good. So let's peg something onto him. Next sheet. So that goes on. Give him a go stick heat thing. Change all of his hands to the shield. And well, that's all I can do from now. Put the peg up his butt, and there you go. Got the Fourze double rocket. Alright, let's move on to something else. Here's the Ganbaride sort of display first, and there's 5 of them in total. There's Deno, Double, Ichigo, Fourze, and OOO, and this is the Ichigo box. That's put Ichigo in it, so you know what you're getting. It's not like a hidden thing. Take yourself on cover, you get to see all the other ones sort of connect together on display stand, and this is an actual photo of what they would look like when you open them up. As you see, the imagines of the Denos are actually painted and so on and so forth. There's a big picture of the figure itself, Ichigo. On the side you got the details of the box. On the back you got a bigger picture of all the statues put together. And on the other side you get a few pictures of the other displays separately. On the top is just a front cover but slightly smaller and reorganized, and on the bottom you've got safety warning, ingredients of the candy, and so on and so forth. And then there's mobile phone codes there. Inside the thing are in plastic pads to get the card and get out. The antenna is a separate mold. There's basic assembly required. Instructions of the assembly is, well, hardly any instructions, just on this piece of sheet here. Just telling you how to put them together, and of course at the end of it all, when you get all the boxes, you will have a stand to connect them all together. Let's move on to the actual figure, well, the parts. Well, there's Ichigo. Top half of it anyway, a giant version of the belt, giant shocker symbol at the bottom on this block cliff, behind sort of scenes from the show, explosion and Nigo sort of flying away, I think it's Nigo anyway, and some of the shocker henchmen, and on the back the belt goes all the way around, it's fully painted, and behind him is like a wall, and on the other side it does look like it's actually inside the wall the way it's molded. It looks okay. There's no compound eyes, which is kind of annoying for something like this. You'd expect there to be compound eyes at the bottom. There's obviously the hole for the stand. The hand's quite solid, doesn't come off easily. The antennas are okay, safe. This flying rider on the back does fall off quite easily, but if you're just displaying, it's fine. It's sort of not a hard plastic, it's quite soft, but it looks hard, which is fine. But yeah, the paint is good, especially on the shocker logo. Yeah, it doesn't look like plastic. That's the thing. Although the no compound eyes is kind of a downside. There's not much to say really. It's just a bust. I'll be selling this on eBay. Ichigo himself is about the size of an average ultimate solid figure. This thing in the shop costs about $50, so what, £4.50? Remember, I'm talking in Hong Kong dollars. So let's move on to the next thing. But quickly moving on to the next thing. Here's the Ganbaride sort of train tracky thing. Number 1 is O's, number 2 is double, and there's also number 3 is Deno, and number 4 is decade. If you click all of them together to connect into one big thing, on the front you got, you know exactly what you're getting in each box. It tells you, it shows you the different functions on the side, on the front, shows you a couple of O's, on the other side shows you the such you can get, and on the back shows you a rough image of all of them connected together. On the top you get an image of, well, the set itself without the little bike car. On the bottom you got warnings and all that stuff in Japanese, and there's instructions on the inside of the box again that you need to rip the whole thing apart. Inside everything's in bags, and there's some stickers depending on the set. The old one has lots of stickers, double one only has a sticker of Kamen accent. So let's look at the toy itself. Let's look at double first. Double is obviously the Futo Tower. And the function is, you got him on the track there. You can turn this around, and these things connect to the other sets, these little holes. Basic assembly is required. Basically this one goes up and two little pieces there. It's the top piece and becomes diagonal and the little car goes in. So it's not much to see there. So let's turn that to the bottom. Up here's just the Fourze one. You got an Ankh hand on one side with the pictures of that restaurant and some medals in the back. There's a sticker there. You got birth there and a little some sort of doorway. You're supposed to these are piles of medals. And on the other side you've got the Kamen Freud machine and bike thing, sticker there, a sticker of how this thing functions. So this is like the inside of the lab, I guess you could say. Again, basic assembly is required. When you put these two together, that. Supposedly there are other pieces you can put beneath there as stands, but I don't have those other pieces, so the arm can is quite soft, but there's details there, so that's good. The moldings would be nice because the arm can sort of scale off the Fourze figure. These cards themselves, the heads can rotate in order to pop off. That's almost like they're, decorating beads with Ganbaride heads. The card itself, for some reason, on the back has metal reinforced plastic in it. So yeah. So these two sets, you put a guy on the track, you go through and Captain goes to there. You see post, it goes in the bit. That sucks. Push this set, it goes to the other one. Try this. Then goes that one, and then you have the other set, it'll carry on. After that one is the Deno one, you go through the train, head up into the Decade one, which has pictures of Ichigo and Shocker. So yeah, that's this set. Moving on to the next one. Oh, and I will be selling these on eBay to get them. It's not really for me. So this is the last one for this video. Let's move on to here. It's the Ganbaride card seaweed rice stick snack. Same size as like a Shinchan Shokubi thing. On the front you got a picture of Kiba perform in Itza, and some samples of cards that you might get inside. It's the black one and some Kiba ones obviously. And Kiba last forms, that's free, Kuga Ultimate and Deno. And yeah, the cards in here I think are part volume 2. Anyway, on the back it shows you can use on Ganbaride machines and so on and so forth. Expired is 2013, so yeah. And it's all printed in Chinese, so this is like a... So here's the back inside, some silhouettes of Kamen Riders. Taz, Dixer, Taz, V3, Scarce. Who's Kiva, maybe? No, that's for Yuki, the big card thing. And that's probably Mobile Towers. Anyway, both of them I got the same card, which is black. I guess it's the common one. The card's just lying there in the box. I'll sell one of these cards because, I have two. That's okay. I like black, so having a black card is cool. Now, although sometimes the card can be slightly folded because the way the box is shaped. So I'm going to open this up. Oh, once you open the thing, that's quite light. Well, it's quite full, so and tastes like I say, like cheese puffs, but seaweed and rice. It's not bad. Not great. It's okay. It's quite cheap. A bit less than $1 US, so about 50p for a box, which I mean, but the snacks don't cost that much anyway. You might as well get an extra on this card. So yeah, tune in for next time. Check out my Facebook and subscribe, and also check out my signed mail videos and yeah, my eBay pages. See ya.